Boom. Okay. So Wagwan. Today's the 3rd of June. My second video of the day. Today we're going to be talking about Eminem and Houdini. New music video, 32 million views. It's only been out for 3 days. It's number one trending on YouTube and Apple Music, I believe. Wagwan, and what are they trying to tell us right now? Why has Eminem come out of the blue? First of all, Eminem. I loved him when I was younger. Literally loved that brother. Yeah, I had all of the posters and everything. This is when, like, the Slim Shady show. Now I'm going to talk my very authentic truth. You might resonate, you might not. What the cabal do, yeah, what these reptilian Draco Satanists do is they take people with raw talent, the Billie Eilish, the Katy Perrys, the Eminems, the Snoop Dogs, yeah, and like they said in the film, they clone Tyrone on Netflix, I believe it's called. People, when they get to a very powerful, influential position, Kevin Rock, Kevin Hart, The Rock, all of these people, they then clone them out. Yeah, if you don't believe in clones, you think I'm going nuts, you think I'm a conspiracy theorist, you think I've been smoking on too much Ami or Star Dog. I deeply respect your opinion. I'm just sharing mine. I believe in clones. I 100% believe that they clone out these people. Yeah, and they're no doubt somewhere in like Antarctica or Greenland in some kind of like chamber, um, asleep. The original person, from my knowledge, the original clone can't die. The original person, sorry. So, for instance, Adele, we all know she's a clone. But if Adele, the real Adele dies, then the clones can no longer exist. Joe Biden, clearly a clone. Although one of my guys, Chris, and if you're watching this, Chris, and your beautiful family and your wife and your daughter, I love you. Thank you for being in my life. He suggested to me, and then I've started to do some research. Have you seen how some of these actors put on bodysuits and they actually are acting many other people? So it's in Family Guy. There's an episode in Family Guy when someone has like he's like 7 or 8 different characters, and all these skin suits are in their closet. So Jim Carrey is potentially Joe Biden, and do you know what? Say this 5 years ago, you'd been like, what the hell? Even I would have called myself a conspiracy theorist. But the way that they have murdered and committing genocide on us just for our birth certificate and the amount of slavery that we are in this Truman Show is absolutely insane. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. So it wouldn't. I will not put it past anyone. So anyway, Eminem Houdini. What are they talking about? What are they trying to share us? Well, it starts off with Dr. Dre calling up Eminem, who's like in this massive mansion, going, "We've got a problem," and it's like the old Slim Shady coming through a blue portal, Project Bluebeam, and like looking confused at like the world and technology and everything. To me, it's a clear sign that they're telling us that Eminem is not the real Eminem. Since he come out of recovery and he did all of his detox from the drugs, that raw creative person is no longer the person that we're seeing. Okay. um I couldn't tell you what they're trying to do. Maybe a distraction, maybe they're trying to tell us that some magic's about to happen. But just another news article today. The world's going crazy. I've been driving around here and loads of teenagers just banging the song. When you know about frequencies, when you know about gematria, when you know about the occult, when you know about 432 hertz, 440 hertz. God knows what they're trying to do with Eminem right now and the cloned version of him. So be aware, stay sharp, don't fall for it straight away. Watch these things with an open eye and an open mind and an open heart. Know that they are absolutely lying to us about everything. Yeah. Most of history changed in 1920s. From the 20s onwards, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, they brought out all of the education. They brought out all of the medicine institutes. So the education and the idea of the unholistic way that we approach medicine in the NHS and stuff, that all comes from the satanic 1920 shift which happened, where the Rockefellers brought out all of these things. Remember, what we know is not the truth. Also remember, going back to the 17th century, the idea of Tartaria and the mud floods, they rewrote history. All the incubator babies, the chance that there's all these NPCs that are everywhere, they keep on rewriting history. Remember the great fires that have always happened. Look back and look at all the great fires that have happened. Why are these happening? Why have all these libraries always burnt down? Because they reset. They just keep on resetting. But I'm here to tell you, at this lifetime, they're not going to reset. They're going to try. I did not incarnate to be reset. Neither did you. I did not incarnate to lose. I did not choose to be outside of this vibrational realm and be like, you know what? I'm going to plunge back into the density of 3D human life, where where everyone's dying of pain and of illnesses, and like everyone's mental health is so broken and weak, and there's just so much racism and slavery on the planet. Why would I want to incarnate into war on a planet? Well, it's because I knew that I would be successful. I knew that I would contribute towards making a change. And if you're watching this right now, you also knew it too. We dove into this realm knowing we would win. And their biggest mistake ever was not stopping us, not stopping you. Yeah, I love you if you're watching this. Things are so deeply confusing. And I realize at this point, I'm actually only speaking, no doubt, to about 20 people that really vibrate on the level that I am vibrating on. And I'm not saying that I'm vibrating on the correct level. I'm just saying my frequency. I could be wrong about everything. I'm sharing my opinions. But for the ones that authentically vibrate in my energy, I love you. Please drop me a comment. Please support me. Please tell me that what I'm doing is helping you on a daily basis. I said I'd be making these videos every day, but life is hard. Not always do I feel cool to speak about something. But today I specifically spoke about Houdini and Dr. Anthony Fauci coming out and saying, rah, I made all of the rules up about distancing and wearing masks. I made that up. That's something that needs to be spoken about because so many people lost their family, their friends, people like me, people called conspiracy theorists, or I had friends that I loved, man, and they've sat next to my mum and on my sofa, and they've seen me in Croydon High Street, and I'm walking up to them, and I'm like opening my arms like my brother, and I can see that they tried to like pretend to not see me and turn away, but they caught me too late, and then we shake hands, and I can suddenly realize, why are you shaking my hand? You know, normally we're fucking hugging each other, man. Do you want to go burn something around the corner? Now it's like they don't want to be around me. Maybe it's because I make them recognize the foolishness of what they did, listening to the government instantly without questioning, putting themselves and their family at risk. Maybe they think I'm nuts and they actually do agree with everything that Boris Johnson and Chris Whitty was doing. And if that's the case, you are free to believe in what you want to believe in. But I will not follow 33-degree Freemasons and pathetic leaders that have been brought up in absolute wealth with silver spoons in their mouth. They have no idea about how to deal with ordinary people. A true leader must come from the people. So anyway, just another video. EMINEM Houdini, he's not real. He's not in an incubator somewhere. The whole video is AI, by the way. It's not actually a real video of him. So at this point, we really, really need to prepare to be sharp because videos could come out of you abusing someone and it isn't even you, and it could just completely ruin your career. And we need to be aware of these things that are going to start happening now. False flags, false stories. Are we prepared? And are we prepared to stand in our truth? Even if everyone around you, even if your closest friends are like, something's wrong with you, why can't you just chill? Why do you always have to be so paranoid? Why do you always have to overthink things? Are you willing to stand in your truth and say, I'm gonna be honest, something's not right here. Something's niggling me right here. Something doesn't seem like it's coming from source or for the betterment of humanity. So I'm gonna speak out. I love you. Let me say that with my glasses off. I love you. Thank you for your contribution towards your family, towards yourself, towards your community, towards the United Kingdom, towards America, towards Australia, wherever you are. Thank you for being your raw and authentic self, because I'm telling you, as difficult as that is the most powerful thing that we've got. That's the biggest tool that we've got. It's not all of our prayers and our chanting. It's, can you remain authentic in a world which is rapidly becoming more and more inauthentic? A world which is rapidly forcing us to become like clones of each other. Wear the same clothes, put the same aesthetics into your body, cheat, step over people. Are you willing to be that one nail that steps, that can't be hammered down? Anyway, 3rd of June. It's a Monday. We out here making money, making memories, being free, being grounded, and being happy. 0123, zero complaints. When you're praying in the morning to God, to Allah, to Shakyamuni, to the mystic law, don't complain. Really try and fight to have gratitude for the smallest things. If you don't know what to have gratitude for, I was in a Japanese restaurant only 2 months ago, and the guy only had one arm and he couldn't even really serve me, and he was the person that ran the whole restaurant. And in that moment, I had so much gratitude for both my hands. I've got 10 fingers, they work. Somehow my brain tells me to move my middle finger and it works. Like, if you really have to get down to the bare bones of things, there's so much to be grateful for in your prayer. If you want to manifest something, say, I'm ready to now receive what's already mine. I'm ready to match that frequency. Don't come from a perspective of lack. Don't say, God, I want this, because want in its etymology, in its rawness, in Latin means the lack of. So don't say to God, I want the lack of money, because you'll have the experience of consistently wanting money, not actually receiving it. Say to the universe, to God, to Jah, to Allah, to Muhammad, peace be upon him, I am now ready to receive more so that I can give more. I am now ready to come out of my suffering so that I can give more. I love you. EMINEM, wherever your soul is on the planet, I love you. Even though I am slightly triggered that the most successful rap artist on the entire planet is a white person, just like UB40, most successful reggae band in the world is a white band. And I love UB40, and specifically, I don't love them no more, but specifically I love Matt Hoy, who was in UB40 featuring Ali Campbell, until they fired him for not taking the required medicine to go on a world tour. That's to me, doesn't matter if you're white or black, that's the true spirit of rebellionship and reggae artists. While Ali Campbell and the rest of UB40 only let people who have had the medicine come into their arenas and obviously have taken it themselves to travel the world. That ain't no reggae, Rasta, black man, African spirit. That's slavery. That's you putting the life of all your fans at risk so that you can make money. I don't respect that. Matt Hoy doesn't respect that. And look out for me and Matt Hoy. We're doing some stuff in the future. Namyo Horenge Cure, smile at a homeless person, 0 complaints. Try and do 1 hour spiritual practice, whether that's yoga, chanting, prayer, walking a dog, whatever it is for you. 20-minute study. Try and study something for 20 minutes every single day. Or read something, YouTube, podcast, whatever it is. Try and expand your knowledge. And then finally, 0, 1, 2, 3. Try and just make 3 people smile, man. Don't try and be so noble and amazing while walking over homeless people. Try and shake a homeless person's hands without going, ooh, his hand is nasty. When I shake a homeless person, I pull them in and I hug them, knowing I'm getting their dirt and their stank and everything on me. Because why? I have a shower to go home and wash, but I want him to know I ain't scared of you. I don't think you're filthy. You're a bodhisattva and a Buddha. You have the potential to be the most noble, incredible person on the planet. Right now, you're suffering. Right now, you're caught in this incarnation of suffering and pain and self-lack. Let me show you today, even one person sees you. And that's what my mission is every single day. 0 complaints, 1 hour spiritual practice, 20 minutes of some kind of study, and help 3 people to shine by just being happy around them. I love you. EMINEM, I see ya. Cool.